Good morning. Myself Elizabeth P. Thomas. Today I am going to discuss about oscillating magnetic fields which is used in food preservation. As you know, conventional methods guarantee the safety of food product. Still it has certain limitations. Some of the limitations are loss of temperature sensitive nutrients, denaturation of proteins, change of structure, change in color and taste, and formation of new undesirable substances. To overcome this, here comes new and emerging non-thermal food technologies such as high pressure processing, pulse electric field, pulse light and oscillating magnetic field. These techniques preserve the nutritious value of food. Magnetic fields can either be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Homogeneous field intensity is uniform in the area enclosed by magnetic field coil, whereas in heterogeneous, field intensity is non-uniform with intensities decreasing as distance from the center of the coil increases. Again, we can see two types of magnetic field: static magnetic field or SMF and oscillating magnetic field OMF, which is used in food preservation. Static magnetic field. Here the magnetic field intensity is constant with time. Oscillating magnetic field is applied in form of either constant amplitude or decaying amplitude sinusoidal waves. How do we preserve foods with OMF? So first of all, we have to seal the food in a plastic bag and subject it to 1 to 100 pulses with a frequency between 5 to 500 kilohertz at a temperature of 0 to 50 degrees Celsius and for a time period of 25 to 100 microseconds. Frequencies higher than 500 kHz are less effective for microbial inactivation and tend to heat the food materials. Also, these treatments can be carried out at moderate atmospheric pressure and moderate temperature. The temperature of food increases from 2 to 5 degrees Celsius. According to studies, OMF of intensity of 5 to 50 telsa and frequency of 5 to 500 kHz can reduce the number of microorganisms by at least 2 log cycles. And also within the magnetic field 5 to 50 telsa, the amount of energy per oscillation coupled to one dipole in the DNA is 10 raised to minus 2 to 10 raised to minus 3. OMF can be generated by superconducting coils or coils which produce DC fields or by coils energized by discharge of energy stored in a capacitor. We can see three types of effects of magnetic fields on microbial growth and reproduction. The first is inhibitory effect, the second is stimulatory, and the third one is non-observable. From studies, we have seen the inactivation of microorganisms mainly in foods such as milk, yogurt, orange juice, bread dough, etc. And according to the studies, one pulse of OMF was adequate to reduce the bacterial population between 10 raised to 2 and 10 raised to 3 CFU per gram. Now, what are the mechanisms behind this microbial inactivation? So, weak OMF, it could lose the bonds between ions and proteins, and many proteins, as you know, they are vital to cell metabolism. It contains ions, and the interaction site of the magnetic field is the ions in the cell, and they transmit these effects of magnetic field to other cells, tissues and organs. The effects of OMF on calcium ions bound in calcium binding proteins such as calmodulin loosens the bond between calcium ion and calmodulin. OMF, it may also couple energy into the magnetically active parts of DNA, which may result in the breakdown of covalent bonds in DNA molecule and inhibition of growth of microorganisms. Also, it can be applied electromagnetic signal transfer energy to ions and indirectly affects the metabolic activities of the cell. Now we can see the critical processing factor which affects the inactivation of microbial populations. The first is magnetic field intensity. So this generally reduces the number of microorganisms at least by 2 log cycles. High intensity magnetic fields can affect membrane fluidity and other properties of the cell. Coming to the electrical resistivity. For microorganism to be inactivated by OMF, foods need to have a high electrical resistivity which may be greater than 10 to 25 ohms per centimeter. And coming to the microbial growth stage. From studies, it has been found that OMF has no relevance on microbial stage. Process deviation factors such as data acquisition, components, food composition, temperature, size of unit would require the control and monitoring to assure the constant treatments. And also this non-thermal method needs further research. We have to identify the key resistant pathogens, establish the effects of magnetic fields on microbial inactivation, elucidate the destruction kinetics of magnetic field, determine the mechanism of action of magnetic field, determine critical processing factors and effects on microbial inactivation, identify process deviation and determine ways to address them. So that's all about OMF. Thank you.